All right, everybody. I did not intend on this being 3 parts. Okay. But we're going to get right into it. As I was making part 2, Taylor Swift's jet went from Nashville to somewhere in there and is already in the air again. I know that's saying February 11th, but it's technically not February 11th yet. But going by airspace and their time and everything, because it's so close, I'm at Eastern Standard Time, so it's so close to midnight because of the airspace and all of that. It's already considered February 11th, 2025. It's not. Her plane, her private jet, has been airborne 5 times in the past 25 hours. Really stop and think about that. Really stop and think about that. That is absurd. That is absurd. There is nothing and nobody on this planet that is so famous or so important, even the President of the United States, that needs to fly 5 different times in a 25-hour time span. That's crazy. Here is a very important fun fact that everybody needs to know. Taylor Swift taking one short little trip from her home in Nashville, Tennessee to Burbank, California, or her home in Nashville, Tennessee to Missouri, or her home in Nashville, Tennessee to New York and back, and her home in Nashville, Tennessee to New Jersey or to Florida, emits more carbon dioxide in that one single trip than you or I or any other one of the 330 million American citizens will in our entire lifetime with all of our vehicles combined 365 days a year. And this is where I will say, what the absolute FUCK? In what world does anybody need to do this? There are world leaders, born princes anointed by God, kings and queens anointed by God, that do not fly a private jet or any aircraft 5 times in a single day. What? She is negatively utilizing private jets like they are just a transportation vehicle for her. I'm sorry, but Taylor Swift, somebody needs to humble her and tell her that this is not okay. Elvis Presley, Michael Jackson didn't even travel this much by air. And Elvis Presley actually owned 2 planes. And he did not log this kind of travel. This is where I'm going to be objectively the bad guy, and I'm going to tell a message to Taylor Swift if she ever happens to see or be tagged in one of my videos, that you are not important enough. Nobody is important enough that they need to do this to our very limited, precious, beautiful planet and all the wonderful, amazing life that is inhabiting it. This is pure greed and nothing more, nothing less. The fact that you have people so fooled with a PR machine, the fact that you have over 9 different companies or LLCs, so you can literally have a private jet with your favorite number embroidered on the headrests. Do you ever wake up and look in the mirror and say, what the fuck? How did I get here? If there ever came a day where I was looking in the mirror and I could say to myself that I put 11, my favorite number, my birth date, 11/11, embroidered on the headrests of all of my private jets, the seats, please fucking slap me and wake me the hell up. Because if it took this for me to be able to get to my concert venues to perform, or for me to record my album, or for me to go see my boyfriend at almost 40 years old, or for me to just go get my friends and go hang out at the Super Bowl, what in the actual fuck? I have that much money that I could literally change the lives of so many people out of 330 million American citizens that need it. The homeless, the severely addicted, the 22 million people that are really struggling with alcohol addiction. I could fundamentally do so much if I had that kind of money. But if it ever came to me embroidering my favorite number on a headrest of a jet or a car, I would much rather do without the jet or the car and give that money to a better cause, or to people that are homeless here in Michigan. We see almost 4,000 people die every year just because of freezing temperatures. I am 5'10". I am busty. I'm beautiful. I have blue eyes. I have natural blonde hair. And I am white, and I am not entitled the way she is. I was not born to wealth, and I was not born to privilege. And I am a stage 3 cervical cancer survivor. Been in remission 5 years now. I have children. I have lots of family that is no longer here, that is gone, that is deceased. But I am telling you, to be that age and to be that privileged and that entitled and that spoiled and that greedy, that I actually walked my ASS up the flight stairs to my private jet, where my favorite number or my birth number is embroidered on the headrest. It would be like, whoa, what in the actual F is going on here? So as I have been saying and advocating for years, I have been telling you Hollywood is going to be dismantled. It is going to be deceased within the next 15 years. Hollywood is gone. You know why? Because the magic of these fake personas and fake images that these celebrities try to sell us to make us believe, that's not who they really are. And that's not how they really behave behind the scenes. Otherwise, you don't need a PR machine, because you just are who you say you are. And people see that, and people know that. You don't need somebody out here talking about your love life when you're almost 40 years old. You don't need somebody out here saying, oh, she's going to be here, she's going to be there, she's going to be doing this. No, you depend on the mainstream media for your money. But the same thing that made you will be what breaks you. That is how the universe and karma and God works. Because I'm telling you, you have to be a narcissist at the very least, borderline, histrionic, sociopathic, psychopathic, to be at this kind of level of fame. And to be able to sleep at night, to be able to wake up the next day 365 days a year for 18 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years of your career as a public figure and celebrity, a made celebrity. And I truly believe anybody can be made a celebrity. Anybody. Under the right circumstances, anybody can be made a celebrity. But it takes a true narcissist to be at this level. Because only narcissists can operate every day in their $1 million mansion, with their millions of dollars in the bank account, with their expensive luxury cars and their 2 luxury private jets, and get into that jet and go travel just because they want to go to New York City. They want to go to their other house. They want to go see their boyfriend. Think about that. Normal people don't do that, because normal people are generally good, decent, loving human beings that cannot live life that way in service to themselves. If I was that wealthy and had that much, I would give it all up. I would sell it all, and I would do something fundamentally good. But that's the difference. And that's why we are witnessing her downfall. Depose her, subpoena her.